Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and tonight we're going to play another game from the 2017 season using Digital Diamond Baseball. Tonight's game is a April 14th game with the Tampa Bay Rays visiting the Boston Red Sox. These are your lineups right here. Chris Archer, who currently has a record of 2-0 with an ERA of 2.21, is going up against Stephen Wright, who is a record of 0-1 with an ERA of 13.50. So let's get our game started. Alright, set our lineups. Alright, so Stephen Wright will be going up against Tampa Bay Rays. Leading off for Tampa Bay will be center fielder Kevin Kiermaier. Batting second will be Evan Longoria, the third baseman. Batting third will be Corey Dickerson, the DH. Batting cleanup will be Steven Souza Jr. Batting fifth, the first baseman Ricky Weeks. Batting sixth, Brad Miller, the second baseman. Batting seventh, Malik Smith, the left fielder. The shortstop, Tim Beckham, bats eighth. And behind the plate, batting ninth, is Derek Norris. So we're live from Fenway Park. I don't know why this says Stephen Wright 1-0, 3.12. I'm not sure exactly why. Why it says that. Or in Chris Archer's records, that doesn't match up with their actual stats. But these are the ones in the corner are the ones I read were the actual stats. These ones right here are not the actual stats. So alright, so let's get the game underway. So Stephen Wright takes the mound against Kevin Kiermaier coming to the plate first. He is hitting .229. So here's the windup in the pitch. So 620 and less will be an out. Anything above that will be a hit. And it's a 489. And I did a little of adjustment. The dice roll only does it 3 times. It doesn't do it 5 times. I just think that was a little bit too long. So I just go with the three rolls until it settles on the total. So alright, next up will be at third baseman Evan Longoria. He's hitting .208 with 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. Here's the lineup by Wright in the pitch. And he'll walk. So they had a 9.4% chance to walk, and he did. So 1 out base runner. Next up for the Rays will be Corey Dickerson. I'm sorry, Kevin Kiermaier. Why did they show that? No, Corey Dickerson. Oh, it's not Kevin Kiermaier. It's Corey Dickerson. Yeah, there we go. So Corey Dickerson is up, hitting .333 with 3 homers and 6 runs batted in. Longoria takes his lead off first. Oh, and Corey Dickerson gets a hold of one to right field, and it goes into the Red Sox bullpen. So a 2-run homer for Corey Dickerson. And Tampa Bay takes a 2-0 lead. All right, next up will be Steven Souza Jr. hitting .304 with 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. And a walk. So Stephen Wright has had a tough first inning. Ricky Weeks up next, hitting .176 with a homer and 2 runs batted in. Souza takes his lead off at first. And he walks. Wright can't seem to find the plate. And when he does, it's hit a long way. Alright, runners on first and second. Still only 1 out for Brad Miller. hitting .205 with a homer and 6 runs batted in. My goodness, another walk. Is that 3 straight walks? That'll that'll load the bases. So Farrell comes out to talk to Wright. Like he's going to leave him in there. Alright, basically tell him to throw strikes. So Malik Smith up now, hitting 273 with still looking for his first RBI. Golden chance here. Here's the windup and the pitch. And a single. Oh, so and 2 runners will come in. And it's a 4-0 Tampa lead already here in the first. So Stephen Wright getting knocked around early. A lot of it his own making with all those walks. And he finally gets a strikeout. Strikeout of Norris, the catcher. Oh, that was Norris. He was just up. It would be strikeout of Beckham, shortstop. All right. So, all right, 2 down now for Derek Norris, the catcher. Hitting 1. Why does it do that? That was Tim Beckham right there. So it doesn't always register in the next batter. Yeah, see, it's still in Derek Norris. I don't know why it's not recognizing it. There we go. Seems like there's a slight delay in getting the stats for the batter. He keeps wanting to do the previous batter. Anyway, Derek Norris hitting 156 with 4 runs batted in. And it's a shallow pop up to first. Moreland drifts over to the left and makes the catch. So finally, the side is retired, but not before the Rays score 4. And we head to the bottom of the first with the Rays 4 and the Red Sox coming to bat. Alright, so the Red Sox lineup is as follows. Mookie Betts will lead it off and play right field. Chris Young, the left fielder, bats second. Mitch Moreland, the first baseman, will bat third. Batting cleanup today will be Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop. Batting fifth will be Steve Selsky, the center fielder. Batting sixth, Andrew Benintendi, the DH. Batting seventh, and behind the plate, Sandy Leone. Second baseman Dustin Pedroia, for some reason, is batting eighth. And batting ninth is Marco Hernandez. I suppose I could have played around with the lineup, but I kind of went with what the computer picked. So we'll see how this goes. So, all right, Chris Archer takes the mound. He's got a record of 2-0 with an ERA of 2.21. Betts steps into the box, hitting 306. And he'll have a base hit to center. And Chris Young up now. Usually Dustin Pedroia is batting more towards the top of the lineup. Young's down further. I don't know why he's up so far. I mean, is Chris Archer a... Chris Archer is a... Still shows Stephen Wright. Come on. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of a delay thing here. It doesn't... There we go. Now it shows Chris Archer. Yeah, Chris Archer is a righty, so I'm not sure why Chris Young is batting so far up in the lineup. He's not that great against the righties. He's much better against lefties. At least power-wise. And smoking fastball, fly to right field. And Souza will make the running catch for the first out. So 1 down for Mitch Moreland. He's hitting 356 off to a great start with a homer and 5 runs batted in. Looks like they're holding the runner, and Moreland will strike out. So 2 down now for Bogaerts. Xander Bogaerts is hitting 289 with a homer and... No homers and 1 RBI. And it looks like he has himself a single. So runners on first and second with 2 down for Steve Selsky, playing center field today. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't know why that's such a delay in that. Yeah, that's fine when you hit it over here, but when you hit it on the batter, for some reason it doesn't. There's a delay in switching it over. So Steve Selski's hitting 143 in 7 at-bats. See if it's fixed that now. No, still says Chris Young. It's weird. And Selski will hit one to short. Backhanded grab. And Beckham throws the Weeks for the out. So that'll retire the side. So the Red Sox do not score. And after 1, Tampa leads it 4-0. All right, Tampa will have Kiermaier, Longoria, and Dickerson up against Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright hoping to have a shutdown inning. Definitely needs it after that first inning. And no, he has a single. Kiermaier is on with a single. Evan Longoria up now. Hitting .208 with 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. Less than 650 will be an out. And it'll be a strikeout. So a high fastball. So a rare fastball from Stephen Wright. Gets Longoria swinging. All right, Corey Dickerson will be up now. Hitting .333 with 3 homers and 6 runs batted in. So another Tampa Bay Ray off to a good start. Tampa Bay is only 3-7, so their pitching has been their downfall so far. Red Sox come in 5-4. And Dickerson will strike out. Strike 3 called. So 2 down now for Steven Souza Jr. Still shows Longoria. That's weird. There we go. Steven Souza hitting .304 with 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. Wright trying to shut him down this inning. And he does. I think he struck out the side there. So after a leadoff single, he strikes out the side. So after 1.5, Red Sox are down by 4. All right, Benintendi, Leon, and Pedroia will be up now. Benintendi comes into the game. No, that's not Benintendi. Come on. Comes in with a .277 average with a homer and 7 runs batted in. And he strikes out. Sandy Leon up now. Hitting .267 and with a homer and 6 runs batted in. Archer wheels and deals. And shallow fly to left. Smith runs it down and Leon is out. Pedroia adjusts his helmet, steps to the plate with 2 outs. Yeah, it says he's entering the game batting .324 with 3 runs batted in. That's not the case. He's hitting .271 with 5 runs batted in. Yeah, I don't know why it has... I don't even know what these are. Career stats of the year 2018. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Okay, Dustin Pedroia up now. Oh, okay. Hold on here. Ah. So these are showing the real life at the time, and this one is showing the simulated. Gotcha. Alright, so I apparently had it wrong. So I don't know why it's showing real life stats in there for the 12 games. I think what this is that it's a 2017, whoops. It's a 2017 partial season, kind of a partial thing when you go to sign on to it. So it's only got the first 2 weeks of the season. So that might be the real life stats through 2 weeks. So that's probably what that is. And then the simulated stats right here, those are the actual stats I have. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so that was a little weird to look at, because normally you have the whole season stats, but since 2017 hasn't been played yet, totally, you can't have the whole season stats. So that makes sense. All right, so let's take a look at Chris Archer here. So those are his real life at the time. He was 2-0. So he was actually 0-2 in the area of 4.85. Okay, all right. So I understand now. That was a little weird. Okay. All right, Pedroia up now. 2 outs. And he will shallow pop the catcher. North squeezes it for the out. So that makes sense. So these stats in the blue, they're all right and everything. It's just I was reading wrong on the thing. You know, every game is different. So, you know, I'm playing a lot of other games, Inside Pitch and Action PC and everything. So you kind of get used to the way they play. And then when you switch to another game that you're not. And plus, this game is still fairly new to me. I mean, I've only played a little bit of it. I haven't played a ton of it, so. So, alright, so let's check out Stephen Wright's stats here for the actual stats. So those were his stats, real life, for the season so far, which makes sense, because I remember he did have a rough outing his first time up. Let me show you. Yeah. And so he's got a record of 1-0 with the ERA 5.91. Okay, and these are his splits. Okay, so that would have all his splits. So that makes sense. Which is a very handy stat to have. So, alright, so Ricky Weeks up now. He's hitting 176. So, let's see here. Which is actually what he was hitting at the time, too. Interesting. Alright, so it's a leadoff single. So Stephen Wright hasn't had a clean inning in his first 3 innings. Although he did strike out 3 last inning after allowing a leadoff single. So Brad Miller. Yeah, so we're just gonna let's check out Brad Miller's stats here. So he's hitting 242 with 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. So, alright, so we're just gonna play it through, and if you want to know his stats, we'll just look at these right here. And these again, these are the actual real stats for the first 2 weeks of the season. Okay. And he'll hit a hot shot to right. Betts is at the wall, and he makes the catch against the right field, short right field wall there. So 1 out. So Malik Smith up now. He is 1 for 1 with 2 RBI single and a double. So the Tampa Bay continues to tee off against Stephen Wright. So runners at second and third. Let's see. I think we're going to play the infield in. Okay. Tim Beckham up now. 0 for 1. And another single. So that's probably going to plate 2. Yep. So 2 more runs come in, and it's 6-0 now. Red Sox get some action in the bullpen. Derek Norris up now. And a single. So that's going to be it. I think John Farrell's coming out, and he's going to pull right. Kiermaier, the lefty, coming up. So I think Robbie Ross is going to come in. So that's going to be it for Stephen Wright, as he lasts just 2 1/3 innings, giving up 6 runs, responsible for runners on second and third. Red Sox are going to play the infield in. Kiermaier up to the plate now. Ross comes into the game. Double. So 2 more runs will come in. So apparently it doesn't matter who's pitching. Tampa Bay is come swinging today. So let's see. So let's check out Robbie Ross. 3 games, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, a homer, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. The ERA of 4.15. So Kiermaier doubles off of him, scoring 2 runs. So the book is closed now on Stephen Wright, so he lets up 8 runs on 2 1/3 innings. Ouch. Seemed like he settled down after that second inning, but Again, the Tampa Bay has erupted for 4 more here. So Longoria up now. 0 for 1 with a walk, but a run scored. Oh, and he takes him deep over the green monster. So Tampa Bay is teeing off against the Red Sox. Lead is now 10-0. Ouch. Boy. Corey Dickerson up now. And he gets him swinging. So finally, Ross records an out. Souza Jr. up now, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored also. On a double. Wow. Tampa Bay's already got 11 hits and it's only the 3rd inning. Ricky Weeks up now. And mercifully, that is the end of the inning. But Tampa Bay puts a 6th spot up here in the 3rd. And after 2.5, lead at 10-0. So the Red Sox got some work to do here. Oh, it's only the 2nd out. That's it. That's gonna be it for Ross. I thought that was an out. Huh. That was a wild. Oh, it was a wild pitch. Okay, so that wasn't an out. Gotcha. So Weeks is still up there. Sometimes it's hard to tell because this right here says one thing and then down here it says another. So Hernandez takes it over to Moreland, and now the inning is over. So 10-0. So Hernandez, the Red Sox haven't even got through the lineup once. And Tampa's already scored a 10 spot. So all right, Hernandez comes up now, hitting .217 with a homer and 3 runs batted in. And he's got himself a leadoff single, so a good start to the Red Sox 3rd. They definitely have their work cut out for him. Let's see, let's check out Mookie Betts' actual stats for the season. So it's hitting .320 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. Archer rears back and strikes him out. All right, Chris Young. Let's check Chris Young. I'm curious to see what his splits are here. So right-handed batters, he's hitting, wow, this is like totally opposite of normally what he does. 420 at-bats against, so he's got 8 hits and 20 at-bats against righties. That's definitely uncharacteristics of, oh, that's Mookie Betts. I was going to say, that's not Chris Young. Let's try this here. Yeah, 217. And 5 hits and 23 at-bats. That kind of makes sense there, but he's got limited at-bats against lefties. He's only had 4 at-bats. 5 at-bats. 4 official at-bats. So, alright. So a little bit of a small sample size against lefties there. And he will hit it to left. Smith runs it down. And Hernandez heads back to first. So 2 outs now. Mitch Moreland up now, 0 for 1. Strike 3 called. I believe he struck out his first time up too. So that'll do it for the Red Sox. They do not score. Definitely Robbie Ross is going to be done for the day. And who do we go? Tampa has a lefty, and righty. So I think we're bringing in. We might leave Robbie Ross on for it. Let's see how he does. He's got a couple of lefties here. And he hits to Moreland. Slow ground ball to first. And Moreland make the play by himself. So Malek Smith up now. 2 for 2. 2 RBIs and a run scored. And another ground ball to first. Moreland. Oh, he's unable to handle it. Wow. A rare error from Moreland. Only had a 1% chance of an error, and he makes one here. So Smith will reach on the error. Beckham up now. He's 1 for 2 with two RBIs. And he strikes out. Nice pitch by Ross. And I think that's going to be it for him. Yeah, let's see if we can get through one more. See if we can get the number 9 hitter here. Oh, no. He does not. Oh. Smith tries to come around the score. And he gets tagged out on the double by Norris. So he tries to come all the way around from first and cannot make it. So no further damage that inning. So Red Sox come up with Bogart, Selsky, and Benintendi. Chris Archer, who seems to be cruising along so far. And line drive to short. Beckham picks it out of thin air. Steve Selsky up now, 0 for 1. Off the end of the bat, taps it to Longoria, throws it to Weeks for the second out. Benintendi up now, 0 for 1. And he's got himself a single to center. A 2-out single. And Leon is hitting .348 with a homer and 4 runs batted coming into the game. He's 0 for 1 today. And make that 1 for 2. And yeah, we're going to try the extra base, 98.9, so 989 or less. Yes. Alright, so Benintendi moves to third, so runners at the corners now with 2 outs. See if the Red Sox can get on the board. Pedroia's 0 for 1. Cannot. Oh, it's a wild pitch. Wild pitch. Excellent, excellent. So Benintendi scores from third, and Leon advances to second. So the Red Sox are on the board. Jory steps back into the box. And it's a shallow fly ball to right. Souza runs it down and for the out. The Red Sox do get on the board, and after 4 full, trail at 10 to 1. That is good. Ross back up there, at least for one more batter. And strikes out Kiermaier. Alright, so Longoria is up now. So the Red Sox are going to go to the pen. So after a rough start, Robbie Ross settled down. Okay. So it looks like we got righty, lefty, righty. We'll have Ben Taylor, I think, come in. He's... Matt Barnes. We'll have Matt Barnes come in. Looking at their usage percentage, I want to try to even that out a little bit. Yeah, we'll have Matt Barnes come in. Alright, so Matt Barnes comes into the game. Got no record yet. 2 2/3 innings. No hits allowed. A walk and 5 strikeouts. So he'll face Longoria first. Is 1 for 2 with a homer. 2 runs batted in. 2 runs scored. And it's a ground ball to second. Pedroia is up with it over to Moreland. 2 down. All right, Corey Dixon up now. He also homered. 1 for 3 with a homer and 2 runs batted in. And he will walk. So 2-out walk. Brings Steven Souza up to the plate. 1 for 2. And he'll strike out. And that'll do it. So after halfway through, it's Tampa 10, Boston 1. Marco Hernandez up first, 1 for 1. And Archer strikes him out. Looking. He's fooled on that one. Betts up now, 1 for 2. And he's got himself a double to center. So, goes up to the wall. Kiermaier throws it back in, but not for it. Betts ends up at second. Chris Young up now, 0 for 2. And he's got himself a single. Single to right. And we're sending him 88% chance. Oh, and he's thrown out. Risky play there. The Red Sox gambled and didn't work out for them. Mitch Moreland up now. Struck out both times he's been out. And this time he does have himself a single. Young will take the extra base. So runners at the corners now with 2 outs. For Xander Bogaerts, 1 for 2. Hits it to right. And Souza catches it against the wall. Gave that one a ride, but the long one is just a long out. Loud out. So, through 5, it's still 10-1 Tampa. Ricky Weeks will lead it off. He's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. Barnes back out there. And it's a fly ball to center. Selsky squeezes it for the out. 1 down. Brad Miller up now, 0 for 2. One of the few Tampa guys that's 0 for today. And he'll walk, so he does reach base. And it's going to be it for Barnes. We're going to bring in Robbie Scott, the lefty. So Robbie Scott comes in. Got no record, 2/3 of innings pitched. Just 1 appearance. Malik Smith up now. And he gets him swinging. Tim Beckham, 1 for 3 with a couple RBIs. Scott delivers, and it's going to be a single to left. Is he going to go for 2? Great throw by Young, and oh! He is safe as Hernandez cannot hold on to the ball. So Miller advances to third, and Beckham takes second on the throw. So runners second and third with 2 outs. Derek Norris has had a good day, 2 for 3. And he'll hit it to right. Long run for Betts. Reaches out and pulls it in. So Tampa Bay threatens, doesn't score, and the score remains 10-1. Selsky up now. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Hits it to short. Beckham ranges to his left and throws it to Weeks for the out. Benintendi scored the only Red Sox run. He's 1 for 2. It's at the Beckham also. Shallow pop-up. And Beckham calls for it and makes the catch. The Red Sox have managed 8 hits but only 1 run. Sandy Leon now at 1 for 2. It's at the second. Easy play for Miller. Throws it to Weeks for the out. So we head to the 7th with the Red Sox down by 9. Kiermaier, Longoria, and Dickerson will be up for the Tampa Bay. Harvey Scott still out there. At least face 1 more batter with the lefty here. And he hits it to Moreland. He'll make the play unassisted. And that is going to be it as John Farrell comes to the mound. Takes the ball from Ross. Why this showing Stephen Wright there, I don't know. Ben Taylor is going to come in now. Alright, so Ben Taylor comes into the game. Got no record, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He's appeared in 4 games. Faced 10 batters, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and 1 strikeout. He'll face Longoria first, who's 1 for 3 with a homer and 2 runs batted in. And he gets him swinging. So, 2 down. Corey Dickerson up now. He's also homered. Has a couple RBIs. And he strikes out also. And that'll do it. 7th inning stretch. So Pedroia, Hernandez, and Betts for the Red Sox. Need something going now. The bats have been quiet so far. Fairly quiet. They do have 8 hits. And it's hit the second. Miller up with it. 1 down. Marco Hernandez, 1 for 2 on the day. And he hits slow roll in front of the plate. Norris is out in front. Make the play. 2 down. Oh, 1 down. Wait a second here. What's going on here? So apparently... Oh, Miller misplayed it, so it was an error on Miller. Okay. So Joy reached on the error, and then Norris retired Hernandez on the fielder's choice. Pedroia moves up to second. Okay. So, alright, Mookie Betts up now, 2 for 3. Hot shot to Longoria. He drops the ball, and he drops the ball. Another error on Tampa, and Pedroia will move to third, so runners at the corners now after a couple errors. Still only 1 out. Chris Young up now. Action in the Tampa bullpen. Deep fly ball to center, long for Kiermaier. Shoestring catch, and we're going to definitely... Yes. And they won't even make a throw. Pedroia comes in with a second Red Sox run. So great catch by Kiermaier. Rich Moreland up now. 1 for 3 in the day. Singled his last time up. It's another one to Kiermaier. Shallow fly to center field. And he drifts over and makes the catch. So the Red Sox have 1 run, no hits, and 1 man left on base. So that they do score 1 unearned run there. Tampa had a couple errors in the inning. Let's see. Ben Taylor back out there. Steven Hughes at the plate, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he's got himself a double to right. Rattles around the corner. Betts throws it in, but not before Souza has himself a stand-up double. Ricky Weeks up now, 1 for 3. Couple of runs scored. Oh, and gets a hold of one here. So a 2-run homer and extends the Tampa lead to 12-2. So double-digit lead now for Tampa. That's going to be it for Taylor. We're going to bring in Fernando Abad. Come in. The Red Sox go to the pen yet again. Miller will face Abad. And strikes him out. Look at Abad's stats here. Record of 1-0. 2 games start. 2 games started, really. Oh, it's Stephen Wright. There we go. No record, 1 in 3rd innings. 3 batters faced, 2 strikeouts. He's done pretty well in his limited time. Struck out 2 of the 3 batters he's faced. Alex Smith up now, 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs. Ground ball to first. Moreland fields it and hustles to the bag for the out. So, 3 unassisted. Beckham up now, 2 for 4. A couple RBIs. And he strikes out. Tampa puts 2 more up on the board, and after 7.5, lead at 12-2. Red Sox are down their last 6 outs. Yeah, looks like Erasmo Ramirez comes into the game. No record, 8 games appeared in, 10 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 4 runs, 4 home runs, so he definitely is susceptible to the home run, equally against righties and lefties. So we'll see what the Red Sox can do against Ramirez. Definitely glad to see Archer gone. And Bogarts, soft ground ball to shortstop. So Beckham fields it for the out. Steve Selski, hitless on the day. And he's got himself a single. Single to the left. So 1 out single. Brings Benintendi to the plate, 1 for 3. And hard line drive to right. And it's caught. Smith didn't even have to move for that one. So Sandy Leone now up, 1 for 3. Reached on errors last time up. And he strikes out this time. So the Red Sox go fairly quietly in the 8th. And still trail by 10. Excuse me. Alright, so yet again the Red Sox go to the pen. Go bring in Noah Ramirez. Ramirez comes into the game with a record of 1-0. No, again, that's Stephen Wright again. Bugs me. No record. This is his first appearance of the season. Derek Norris, 2 for 4. Hits it to right, shallow fly to right. Bet seems to lose it. Nope, he finds it and makes the catch. 1 down. Kiermaier up now, 2 for 5. A couple RBIs. And make it 3 for 6. He singles to center. Falls in front of Selski. Longoria, 1 for 4 with a home run, 2 runs batted in. Good slider, fly ball to the left. Young runs it down for the out. So 2 down now. Corey Dickerson. And second hit of the day. Kiermaier stops at second. Sue's up now, 2 for 4. Hard ground ball to third. Backhanded grab by Hernandez. Throws it to Moreland for the out. So that will do it for Tampa. So the Red Sox definitely have their work cut out for them, trailing by 10. Jory leads it off, 0 for 3 with a run scored. Ramirez back out there. And he makes the catch up against the left field wall. Marco Hernandez, 1 for 3. Soft grounder back to Ramirez. Throws it over to Weeks. Red Sox are down to their last out. Betts 2 for 4. It's Longoria, picks out of thin air, and Betts is out. And that is it, as Tampa Bay crushes the Red Sox today by a score of 12-2. This game was over pretty much in the first inning. Definitely by the third inning. So let's take a look at the box score. Actually, we won't take a look at the box score. Let's exit here because one thing I noticed about this game is that this is not the complete box score yet. It doesn't have all the records and everything in it. You have to actually exit a game, make it official, and then go to the here and open up this. So that is the official box score, the records and everything right here. The records right here. So let's check it out here. Stephen Wright, walk. It's a loss, 1-1. Only lost 2 in the 3rd innings pitched. 8 earned runs, 4 walks. And ouch, had a really rough outing. Red Sox used 7 pitchers today. Chris Archer gets his first win of the season. 7 pretty strong innings. Did allow 8 hits. Only 1 earned run. 5 strikeouts. No walks. ERA 3.93. Lowered it to that. Nothing really much for the Red Sox. Betts had a couple of hits. About it. And Kiermaier was 3 for 6. Longoria was 1 for 5 with a couple RBIs and a homer. Dickerson was 2 for 5 with a couple RBIs and a homer. And Weeks is 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored and a home run. So almost every, except for Miller. Miller was the only lone Tampa Bay guy without a hit. So Tampa scores 12 runs on 16 hits and 2 errors, and the Red Sox score 2 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. So the Red Sox fall to 5-5. Tampa falls to improves to 4-7. So definitely a game you want to forget about here and just move on to the next one. So let's check the next day just to see. So the Red Sox go against Tampa tomorrow on the 15th of April, tax day. Well, tax weekend anyway. And you'll have Rick Porcello. He's had a rough start so far, going up against Alex Cobb. So I'm not sure exactly what game we'll play next. Maybe we'll pick another game, feature another team. Maybe we might do a Pittsburgh-Chicago Cub game, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to see. So if you guys have a game you want to see from April 14th, 2017, I'm probably going to play it within the next couple of days or so. So let me know if there's a game you want to see coming up. From April 14th through the end of April, so if there's a game, because I believe the lineups may be a little different, but I know I'm pretty sure the pitchers are the same as in real life. So if there's anything you guys want to see for a game, let me just show you real quick and see what's coming up here. Oh, this might be a good one. Kershaw against Corbin for Arizona. I think I may go with that one. Yeah, probably will. That looks like a good game right there. I think we're going to go with that one. So, there's that one. I'll just show you the rest of them anyway. There's that one. White Sox, Minnesota. Nothing really that exciting there. Detroit at Cleveland. Tomlin and Boyd. Angels at Royals. And that was the Mets at Miami. So we got Chicago. St. Louis at the Yankees. Texas at Seattle. Felix Hernandez. That could be good. Cashner. Not so good there. Baltimore at Toronto. Colorado at San Francisco. Houston at Oakland. Milwaukee at Cincinnati. Lafayette, Washington. Nothing right there. San Diego, Atlanta. I don't know. I think to me the best one that looks like on paper is definitely the Kershaw against Corbin. Both started out pretty well, at least ERA wise. And I don't know. So if there's anything coming up in the next few days you want to see, let me know. Yeah, so I guess that's it. So thank you for joining us. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in the next Digital Diamond 2017 season replay. Take care and God bless.